Okay, so hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided I really wanted to turn on my camera and talk to you guys about something that is very, very important to me in my life, and it is my abstinence and my virginity. This is something that I'm totally not ashamed of, and I don't mind speaking about it. I'm 25 years old and I'm a virgin, and that's okay. I did post that picture and a lot of you guys wanted me to share my story, and it might be a little awkward for some of you guys. Sex is a thing, guys, and you know, it shouldn't be something that we should be ashamed of. So hopefully you can like empathize with me or relate to me, and that's pretty much all I can ever dream of. I'm gonna be as like open and genuine as possible with such a topic, but yeah, so let's get right into it. By the way, my energy is a little bit drained because I think I lost my voice, so it's kind of hard to like talk. So if I seem different, it's just because of that. So pretty much my story starts off when I was 15 years old in high school. So we started going to a Christian church and we were just learning the ins and outs and stuff like that about Jesus, and the term abstinence was thrown in there. I really never thought of sex as like something that like, ooh, I'm gonna have it, or ooh, I'm gonna do it in the future. Like, I just didn't think of it like that because I was still a kid in my eyes. When I was 15, it was not like 15-year-olds nowadays. 15-year-olds nowadays are way fast. So when abstinence was introduced, it was like, okay, sign me up because I'm not gonna do it anytime soon. So pretty much my mom did the whole like thing where she wanted me to sign like a certificate of abstinence, and she gave me tons and tons of books. And it was pretty overwhelming, but I understand my mom for doing it. But as a 15-year-old, it was kind of like, so pretty much at that time I had been dating a boyfriend of mine, and I don't know if you guys know my story times in the past, but I talked about him. His name is Garbanzo. That's what I named him in my story times. But he was pretty much the type of guy that is so typical in high school, who is always pressuring, whose friends were pressuring because they were all having sex. And I remember that day, and he asked me, he was like, come over, I'm gonna cook for you, and my mom's there, and I want you to meet my family. And I was thinking about it and I was like, no, not a good idea. You just don't do the right thing at 15 and 16. I decided, okay, I want to meet his family. So apparently his mom, his brother, and like a bunch of other family members were over his house. The worst thing you can do is put yourself in a predicament where you're alone with a guy in their house. I did lie to my mom and say that I was hanging out with a friend, but really I was over his house meeting his family and also being pressured by life, which was so stupid. My ex was definitely really pissed because I refused to give up sex, and I just don't like to talk about it. Coming towards the end of our relationship, it got really bad. It's so easy for a teenager to just say like, I like this guy, I might as well just give it up because I don't want him to go anywhere else. And that's so untrue. It's so untrue because they're gonna go wherever the heck they want. They're not gonna stay because you had sex with them. Yeah, he broke it off, and I remember crying hysterical on the floor. And he said, listen, I already lost my virginity. I lost it the day after we broke up. And I was like, okay, that's great, thanks. What he did was he manipulated me and told me that if I did not lose my virginity to him, he would tell the whole school that I already did. Yeah, no one believed it from my grade. But he was a year younger than me, so everyone in his grade believed it. And I remember feeling so low about myself. Every single year after that, it is ingrained in my mind, the pressure and the situations and the problems that occurred. In the end, we broke up, and it took so long to get over the whole thing. After a while, I got over it. Yeah, that's when I accepted God as my savior, Jesus is my savior. And I was just thinking of all the pressure and all the things I did, my ex, and just being so stupid and feeling like I was being accepted regardless. And that felt so good. And he continued calling all the way until last year, which is a shame. And I will link down below the calling my ex-boyfriend's video that I did, where I called him, and that was the first time I spoke to him in 6 years. And it was really stressful. After that, I pretty much started to think of myself as someone who's precious in God's eyes. And as much as I wish that I didn't go through everything I went through with my ex, I would have never been where I am today. Through situations, that's how I grew. And I know for sure that a lot of people don't understand that. So when they see a virgin, they think of somebody who's immature, who doesn't know anything. Sex is just such a powerful thing in our world today that virgins just don't think of themselves as special. And I'm here to tell you that as a virgin, I feel special. So I hope that if you do too. I just know that I choose to be pure because that's what God called me to do. and I want to abstain from sex because I know that sex is something that should be only shared with your husband, and it's because it's something where you're uniting, you're becoming one, and that's just how I believe. In my relationship now, we've been together for 4 years, and I love my boyfriend. He has never, ever in a million years pressured me, and I respect it so much. Sex, it's something, of course it's always going to be in your head because we're human, but it's not the forefront of our relationship. I know for sure that God has a plan for me. So I pretty much wear this ring because it's just a symbol of showing that I'm abstinent and that I'm saving it for God. If you know someone who's a virgin, or if you're a virgin, then it's something to really have respect for. Yeah, so thanks guys so much for watching. This is a very different video than anything I posted on my channel, and I just hope that you guys could take it, understand it, respect it. I'll talk to you guys really, really soon, and yeah. And I'm sorry this video was so slow. I just feel like I'm very slow today. I'm a turtle.